Year 4 update. Gotta be honest, things haven't gone the way I thought that they would, but we keep moving forward and making some progress. The big news of this year is that the Severance has gone through. Here's a yard stake here. So, and there's one down there. It goes right through here. So we have 2 lots now. We can sell this side. Moved some rocks, but that turned out to be a bigger job than what we thought it would be too, and the weather and life just don't seem to be cooperating with us. So this lot is for sale, and once we sell that, maybe we'll have some money to be able to finance doing the house. Right now we're going to work on the yard. We got some visitors here right now, these geese. This is like 3 different families of geese that spend a lot of time here. So this summer we've gotten, we had a great big pile of dirt here, which is gone. We've taken some dirt off of the terrace here. We had a dump trailer, a big, large dump trailer, and we took about 19 loads out of here. So each time we had to have the backhoe, you know, the weather has to be right so it's not too wet. The idea is to lower this down. We'll get these rocks all freshened up and leveled up on the retaining wall, and we'll put some stone in there for a patio, eventually a patio. And that still might get done this year. I don't know. Got my fingers crossed. Docks are in. So year 1, when we moved in this weekend, in the August long weekend, and we removed trees. So that was a big job. Year 2 was doing the waterfront, and it took a long time to get permits. And by that I mean the retaining wall, the rocks, and the stairs going into the water and all that. Year 3 was the year of the dock. So we did both docks here. This is marking our 4 years. All throughout the process, we've had to work on rezoning, severance, permits, stuff like that. So it's not pretty yet, but we've got a lot of stuff done that can't be seen. Brad's been working on a boat lift. You can see the post there. It's a hydraulic boat lift. He bought a used hydraulic boat lift that sits on the floor of the water of the river. But he's been fabbing it up to not be in the water, so he has torn that apart and rebuilding it, and it is on the posts there. Hydraulic will be nice. It's nice and quiet, but he still has a lot of tweaking to do on that. This little box here is our power and little pump house. Obviously not finished, it's just covered for right now. We're not sure on finishes, so like we want to put a roof on this, but I don't know what we're doing for a roof for the house, and I want it to match and all go together. So we got all our chairs out here. I know it's a lot. There's 11 chairs out here, which is great to have everybody over, especially since we don't really have any place there's no decks outside or anything. So for right now, this is where we entertain. We had lots of people over fishing, catching lots of fish, swimming out onto the raft, catching some crayfish up in the creek up there, and tadpoles, and swimming. There's turtles over there, and that's been great. This area over here. All right, so when I say we took out 19 loads of soil, a big chunk of it came from over this way. And eventually this has all got to go. We've got this big ramp right here. Right now the machines go up and down there. But when the house gets built, there'll be a retaining wall here. And we're thinking of maybe going with just the metal breakwall type retaining wall that goes right along there. I think that'll be cool. For right now, this is where we're trying to store all these extra rocks. We've got lots of projects to do with these. I can't wait to see what we do. One of the projects will be over here. This is going to be a fire pit area. Our perch area over here, I mean, sometimes things work out and sometimes things don't. And you got to know when to give up. So we did this little retaining wall here, which I was really excited about, my perch. I wanted to make like a little seating area there, like maybe a little patio in front. But we have put these big armor stones here twice. We set them there, then we reset them, and they're still kind of not level. So we are giving it up. We're going to use those in another way. In the fire pit area. So it's like a half circle there. We're going to take it and maybe go this way on the back side of the fire pit area here. This is like a really unfinished area here because we just had to dig out a bunch of dirt to get it out of here. Leialoo, don't you go away on me. You're going to stay here, right? Yeah, come with me. Okay. So I think the last yard tour, we didn't even have this part dug out. I'm really happy with these armor stones there. Someday I'll have some plants in there, and looks awful right now. Everything looks awful. I feel like we haven't got as far as I wanted to, but we're working all the time. So we may have bit off more than we can chew here, but we're gonna just keep going. Yeah, from up here you can see a little better if there's a retaining wall here. This is this ramp here, and it will go, our basement is it'll be opening up that way. So down below it'll open up, and that'll be the view from the basement, which will be beautiful someday if that ever happens. This big evergreen, I'm not sure how big it's going to get. I don't know what it is. So I just leave it there for the moment. It's probably going to have to come out. It's right in the middle of our view. These maple trees, I really hope we're able to keep those. We've dug around them a few times. We had to dig around them this side 2 years ago, to get this retaining wall right. And they seem to do okay. And then this year we've taken a bunch of dirt off the top there. I think to save them, we're probably going to do like interlocking blocks, some kind of pavers or something here, because maple trees, the roots grow along the top. There's nothing you can do, so we can reset those, right? And then around the maple trees, I'm thinking of doing an elevated wooden decking so that you could sit on it, or I could put chairs on it, or we'll hang hammocks or something there. But that's the plan for right now. This is a really nice spot up here. These maple trees give a beautiful shade all day here. So I really don't want to lose them. They're really not in that great a shape. They were never cared for very good. There's lilacs growing out of the base that I've been trying to get dug out. I'll keep working on that. All right, so that oak tree will have to come down because that's where our house will be, the big one. And this columnar one that I put in, got that on sale at DeGroote's. It wasn't the tree that I thought it was, but it seems to be loving life there, so I really hope it can stay. It's inside the lot line. You can see here's the lot line. And I think that it'll give us some good privacy without blocking views, you know. It's not too far down to affect the neighbors. So this crazy bush thing here, I've kept it because I don't know what else to do with it. It's got some stuff in it. I know in the past I've shown you my resurrection flower, which I didn't even know what that was before I moved in here. And I looked and they're coming up again. I still haven't lost them. There's that pink, see the resurrection flower right there? So they have no leaves on the bottom. So in the spring they come up, they've got some leaves that almost look like daffodils. And then the leaves disappear. And then all of a sudden the spikes come up. So the other day I looked and they were just like spikes coming up. There weren't any flowers. And today I've got some pink flowers. Let's look on the other side. All right, things are kind of overgrown, and got the canoes and the fishing boat here we're not really using right now. I'd like to get that to the cottage. And I'm kind of giving up on gardening. There's not much I can do here. We've still got the dog run here, and some of these plants are still in here, but nothing great. It's overgrown and a mess. Looks like there's my little Leia. We don't have Wicket anymore, and that is the biggest loss that we've had here. A big change. Leia is our love. We miss Wicket. All right, I will go to the front. Not much changes there either, but you know, the whole idea of this is to be able to look back. I want to know how things have changed. I'll look at the other videos and see how things have gone. It's hard when we need so much building materials, like for the dock. It helped cleaning up a bit, doing the dock, because all that stuff that's in the yard got out and used. Now we've been collecting some metal, and this is still some dock stuff, but this metal here, pieces that will eventually, Brad's going to start doing a frame to put underneath the restaurant. That's our new boat, which we tried to put on the lift. It didn't work so good. He's still got some work to do there. He has to reinforce it. It's a big boat. It's a 33-foot formula. He'll reinforce underneath, so the blocks under the restaurant will put the frames through, and the idea is to move this red brick building, and that's what I'm calling the restaurant, out of the way so we can tear down the 2-story, dig a basement, and then we'll put this building, turn it, and put it back on there, and that'll be our house, and we'll start renovating. It's a big job. The problem is you know, things are falling apart. Like, look at those shingles up there. They're like, look at that. They got layers of shingles. Who does that? I don't know. But thank goodness, because when the top ones blow off, we get more underneath. Windows are starting to fall out of the restaurant. We boarded up one on the other side, and one over on this side is pretty close. So we gotta get at it. A little shed still here. Okay, so we'll walk around the other side here. I still don't regret doing it. I'm still focused on the goal. Like, every day I'm thinking, yeah, we're gonna do it. You know, I'm envisioning it. There's these Rose of Sharons. They're blooming. They're like weeds. It's funny how the first things that I used to come here at the beginning, I used to think, oh my gosh, they're just awesome, I'm gonna keep them. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sick of everything. Down this side here, yeah, kind of junky, right? We just got so many building materials and things that we have to keep, and I can't get rid of them in case we need it. That's the top to the boat here on the willow tree. Here's a perfect example of, you know, this willow tree. It's what a phenomenal piece of driftwood it is. And it would be great in a garden, but I'm over it. I'm ready to just burn it, and it can't be just moved to somebody's house. It's so gigantic. And then there's the other one over there, that oak tree that came out. So Brad has contacted a friend that is interested in milling it, and he has a like a trailer that he does the milling. So I think possibly next week he'll come and take this, and that'll clean that up. We'll get the backhoe, and we'll all these other stones. Brad's like, oh, I'm just going to throw them in holes. No, I said, they're beautiful garden accent stones. I want to keep them. Look at how cute they are. Those are just pieces off of the wall stuff, you know. So, and I don't want to just get rid of stuff because I'm trying to clean up the yard. So we're just going to have to live with it being a little scruffy for now. And we'll just keep moving forward with our dreams here, and I'll take a video once in a while so we can look back and see how far we've come.